Hello, hello. How's it going? Microphone working okay, camera working okay, lighting working okay. Good morning, good afternoon, whatever the case may be. How's it going? How's it going? I go by Mechanical Beanstalk. I'm a variety streamer who tries to do more off the radar games. I'm trying to be more of a content creator too, but real life kind of gets in the way sometimes. But I try to do more off the radar games, which includes games that have very strong community presence or modded presence or indies or retros that need a little bit more focus, a little bit more time in the spotlight. So, but today we're actually going to be playing something that does have good brand recognition. Warhammer 40,000. We're going to be playing Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader in the game of the IP, the universe of Warhammer 40,000. It is the far off future of 40,000 plus, where life is cheap and mankind's empire is grossly oversized and bloated, and technology is treated with almost like a spiritual reverence. Psychic powers, sorcery, magic, you could say, as well as faster than light travel and interstellar communications are utilized through hell. So yeah, it is a fun setting. It's over the top. It does have a very strong, like, grimdark aesthetic. There are no good guys in the universe. I tend to like it for that, but I tend to like it more for the big dumb universe side, which I call the BDU factor for Warhammer 40,000. So BDU is actually off the charts for Warhammer 40,000 quite a bit, where it just has like silly, over the top, hyper masculine, almost like a parody of itself in terms of like explosions upon explosions, that sort of thing. But yeah, in this particular playthrough of Warhammer 40,000 Rogue Trader, we're using a mod called Toybox to add Ratlings into the game. And Ratlings are a variant of humanity that are accepted by the very judgmental, racist. Well, I wouldn't say necessarily racist. It seems kind of a nuanced take. But very puritanical Imperium, right? So they're essentially space halflings. And they have modification to their stats, a little bit more quick and perceptive, but a little bit weaker, right? So anyways, let's go over it. I can explain a little bit more. I'll try not to do a huge recap since of the guys that people are probably already watching this. But yeah, like and follow and subscribe if you haven't already. It really does help me out. And yeah I do stream Wednesday, Thursday night, Saturday, Sunday morning, so if you ever want to come and hang out, I'll be happy to have you as always. Okay, so we have Lord Captain Guppo of the Teawhistle dynasty. Guppo Teawhistle of the Teawhistle dynasty, right over here, right? We have all the tiny little halfling guys. Got a bunch of companions from Rogue Trader that have been modded slightly, more aesthetically, or with a new build that I think I just kind of want to play around with, so I don't have to utilize like mercenaries in order to kind of get the character build that I want, or experiment with builds. I feel like that's what I kind of like it. I like experimenting with builds, but not really to min-max, so to speak, just to kind of find like what interacts with what, right? I'm not really sure why 𝕬lorn has injuries. Should probably actually deal with that before they become an injury issue. Let's see here. Boop. 𝕬lorn, where are you, 𝕬lorn?
Relax. I've seen far worse injuries.
So,
just in time.
The role of Rogue Trader, you're a privateering merchant prince in this Warhammer 40,000 universe, right? You have a kind of a dynasty, a royal legacy to live up to. You travel outside the borders of the Imperium to expand the borders, to do research, to get wealth, to bring back to the Imperium of man at large. And yeah, that's what we've been doing all campaign. We just recently started the DLC 3, the Infinite Motion. I don't know how to say it. But yeah, we're trying that. We're doing some of the quests from that. What else can I say? Why did that only remove one injury? Whatever. What was I going to say? I'm not sure if I'm forgetting anything. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm doing the recap. That's right. I need my coffee. So yeah, we are pursuing a lead from what I remember from last week. We found our ancestor had I guess been on the verge of getting some sort of like treasure or like planetary discovery. So we're going to follow his footsteps. We're going to try to uncover our ancestor's treasure, maybe dig up his bones, loot his corpse, and see what kind of like crazy weapons we can actually get, right? So we pursued him to this one planet. There was some sort of anomaly where like the plant life itself came alive, damaged our shuttle. So Captain Guppo and his trusted crew members have been stranded on the planet. See, I don't know if I kind of want to call them the Fellowship of something, since I'm kind of bending. We did more puritanical or more like the good guy route in the last playthrough. So we're trying to do. Captain Guppo is going to be more like heretical at the very least, or like radical. So I'm not sure if either calling him this party the Fellowship of Fate or the Fellowship of Flies. I don't know. Both are I kind of like the Fellowship of Flies, but I can't imagine Guppo to be allied with the chaos god of, disease and... Okay, calm down, Captain Guppo. Captain Guppo, calm down. Captain Guppo, calm down. But yeah, the Fellowship of Fate sounds kind of cool. For now. I don't know. We'll see. I kind of see as Captain Guppo being more aligned with the dark god of, like, excess, like Slaanesh, right? Anyways, yeah, we crash landed. We're trying to find our way out. We're trying to find a signal that we can talk to our ship in orbit and to come get us. And of course, owlcat, the company that makes these games, they love putting you in ambushes. They don't like having you set up for success, right? So as soon as I put like one character here, it moves my entire party to the center just so they can be ambushed by a bunch of like weird plants, right? So I don't like that. I do not like that one bit. If owlcat ever hears me, I'm just a tiny little content streamer, but I will shake my finger at them. Wait, you know what? I have a camera. Owlcat! No! No! Bad! Bad. Don't do this with... Do not do this with Dark Heresy, man. Like, if I get ambushed, make it my fault. Don't make it the fault of like a scripted event, please. I don't like scripted ambushes. It's like really annoying. But as soon as I go here, I'm going to get ambushed by a bunch of like, high wound plants. I'm not playing at the max difficulty, which is like Iron Man, where you can like only have like one save file. But I'm playing it on like hard, right? So a lot of the my guys are already kind of gimped, being like low hit points, low wounds, low toughness, low strength. But I figure that I'm trying to gameplay around their weakness. It's a little bit of a challenge for myself. But with that said, it's kind of difficult to tackle a lot of these like big, heavy bosses. But let me see here. I don't think it really matters. Like if I go,
Others prepare power.
Give us a target.
if I go, let me see here. Go down here.
Stand in my way.
See how much it prevents me from.
I'm on my way.
Can we go this way? Solomorn is my tank. Solomorn, I can walk and talk at the same time and chew bubblegum. But a lot of these characters, like you see, have been modified. Solomorn is a warrior instead of I think he was like an officer or something weird like that when you first get him. And he's a shotgun tank, right? So his main weapon is a shotgun. Shotgun, two-handed shotgun and shield, right? So, as halflings are wont to do, they wield heavy weapons, right? So look at this. Solomorn is way far away from the rest of the party. Cutscene, everyone's here. Because owlcat loves to do that. They love scripted ambushes. Like, you can see this coming from like a mile away, right? Man. Just seeing it making me a little frustrated. No more scripted ambushes. Dark Heresy should have 0 scripted ambushes. I'm sorry. Especially since Dark Heresy as well, Dark Heresy, if you guys are unfamiliar with it, it's another Warhammer 40,000 game that owlcat is putting out. But they have the deal is that it is the more like space CIA side versus the space privateer side of the Imperium, right? And they are generally in the pen and paper RPG, which this is all based on. The Dark Heresy level is like kind of more like the weakest power scale in terms of like characters. So like you're like street level guys. These are like more, space explorers. So they're a little bit beefier. But Dark Heresy levels, you would expect them to be a little bit more weak. So you can't have a bunch of like scripted ambushes where you just. I mean, some. I suppose I'll accept some scripted ambushes. You know what? No, I take that back. No, I'm going to stand by my convictions. I say owlcat should not have any scripted ambushes in Dark Heresy. whatsoever. You should always have the option of avoiding an ambush. Always. Especially in like a Dark Heresy, if it is a Dark Heresy power scale. If everyone's like super weak. Okay, so look at all this. They all have temporary wounds. Barricade. Okay, I have a feeling I'm gonna like really be annoyed by this fight. Barricade, growth, barricade, mace, barricade, growth. Okay. Let's check out growth. What's this deal? Deflection 0, armor 15%. Lots of wounds. Plus temporary wounds. Anomalous endurance. Okay, what does that do? You gonna tell me? The parts of the creature... Wait. Oh, so this is all one creature, of course. The parts of the creature are immune to toxic damage, telepathic powers, psychic shriek, and psychic assault, which my psyker is geared for, unfortunately. Multiple control effects. Cannot attack blinded... force. Okay, it's just like we can't give them... we can't force them to not be able to attack. Force movement effects, for example, not your purpose, point of curiosity, some fear, as well as some bleeding over time. So we can't do bleeding? We can't do bleeding, we can't do toxin? Okay, whatever. I don't think I have a lot of bleeding anyways, it's not that big a deal. Maturation. At the start of the growth's turn, it either grows and matures, getting an extra stack of this effect, or it spawns a carnivorous swarm. Okay. When the growth gains 3 stacks of this effect, on the next turn, it bursts into 3 carnivorous swarms. This seems like a very annoying fight. Like, I have not even really explored into it, but I mean, it's a forced scripted ambush, and everyone's like super beefy. Bone break. Bone bark, I'm sorry. The bone bark provides temporary wounds equal to 75% of the creature's base wounds. Burning the bark off removes a positive effect. Guess what? I don't have any fire damage. What? No. Removes this positive effect. Okay. So we have fire grenades in our inventory that we can always use. In fact, you know, I probably would want to load this. Especially if I don't... My initiative is not that great. See if I can get... I'll probably want to load this again. Okay, so what is... Barricade? Oh, is barricade just like literally a barricade? Okay. It doesn't say it has any thorns. Anomalous endurance. Immune to toxic damage, all that stuff. Bone bark, temporary wounds, right? Rapid regeneration. At the start of the creature's turn, it regains 10% of its maximum wounds. This ability is not triggered if the creature is burning. Okay, so I do have a decent amount of like fire bombs. So I think I'm going to restart the combat, see if I can get another a better initiative order, and also get some fire bombs for my guys. Any enemy can't even talk. Any enemy that makes a melee attack against the barricade must pass an agility resistance test. On a fail, the enemies... I don't really have a lot of guys with melee options. On a fail, that enemy suffers piercing damage. Okay, got it. Get some more coffee. Abelard! Where's my coffee? Where's my calf? Abelard! Abelard! Mace. Okay, so the maces I'm assuming are going to be the damage dealers. Barricades just keep you around, and the gross spawn guys. Okay, maybe it's not going to be as bad. Knock on wood. Barricade, another barricade. Mace. Oh, the wounds are not super crazy. Whip. Okay, active abilities. Oh my lord. It's actually not too bad. 3 spell range. The creature attacks each creature in the adjacent cells. On a hit, it inflicts bleeding 15 to the target. Okay. Feeding. Whenever the creature deals damage, it restores 10 to 25 wounds to a random ally. Okay. Interesting. So it looks like they can... The maces... But can they move? I don't think they can they? Wounds. Deflection. Armor, 25. It's not too bad. Movement point 0. I'm assuming it teleports, right? It's got to. Sensitivity, evasion. What is? When dealt more than maximum wounds divided by 5, damage in one hit, the mace burrows underground at the start of the next round and emerges in another area. This ability is not triggered if the mace is burning or has been dealt fire damage, or if it is dealt fire damage. Okay, so I definitely need fire damage. Hey, thank you very much. Give me 1 second. I'm not sure why it's not displaying. Finn, thank you very much for the sub. I really do appreciate it. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. It really does help me out quite a bit. And you are a beautiful, amazing person if you do so. But if you ever want to hang out with me Wednesday, Thursday night, Saturday, Sunday mornings, like I said, you're more than welcome to just chill out, lurk, and chat. You don't have to say anything in particular. I just kind of appreciate you guys just being here. Okay, so barricade. Okay, let's load. Now let's get some fire damage. I think I have some spare flamethrowers in my bag. So let's see. Yes, quick save. Do that. And usually what we do on unofficial Warhammer 40,000 Sundays, it's not official Warhammer 40,000 Sundays, but unofficial Warhammer 40,000 Sundays, we usually like to talk about my experiences with the Warhammer 40,000 pen and paper RPG, and just a general Warhammer 40,000 lore, but more related to the pen and paper RPG, right? Like generally the areas that it's covered in the galaxy in the Warhammer 40,000 setting, and what kind of races and stuff, and what kind of lore bits it kind of applies. I think it's I love it. I game mastered I think it's like 4 or 5 campaigns at this point. They ran like probably a year, 6 months to a year for each one, something like that. But yeah, I have a decent amount of experience on my belt. I'm not like a full-time LoreTuber or anything like that, but I know a decent amount. Right? But I was thinking, like, one of the things I've been talking about over on the last few Warhammer 40,000 unofficial Warhammer 40,000 Sundays, I've been talking about how I'm not the biggest fan of Necrons. Not that I don't hate Necrons, but the thing is, compared to a lot of the other factions and how they're kind of like fleshed out, I don't really care aesthetically how they look, because originally they were just supposed to be like a parody of Terminator. So they almost have like a smooth, their original artwork, right? It's just that smooth edged, almost metal cartoon skeleton, right? It's very, very cartoony. Whereas like you look at the other Warhammer 40,000 like factions, the Imperium, Eldar, stuff like that. They have their own very unique art style. They kind of fits into the universe a little bit more. I just never thought that the main form of Necrons, which they tried to play around with a little bit, I don't think that really works, right? And I don't think that a lot of stuff that I've seen for Necrons, they're not super interesting, because like they're a ancient race that transferred their biological essence to forms of living metal, right? And they have a lot of like incredible like ancient one science that can manipulate reality, do all sorts of things, like destroy. I'm assuming they can destroy planets, but I mean they have to be beatable in a lot of the novels that they're in. So it's like they're penned up to be like one of the ultimate threats to all life, and like they were an ultimate threat to all life back in their lore, right, in the backstory. But like they kind of have their ass like handed to them fairly often, and like a lot of their things are like, oh no, the Silent King is back, the leader of the Necrons, who originally had a hand in transferring their consciousness to the metal bodies. Like he's back, and I don't hate them. Just to recap, Necrons, I want to love them. That's the thing. So I was thinking, like, long story short story long, whatever. I'm thinking we could try to maybe use this stream and the next Warhammer 40,000 stream to do, unofficial Warhammer 40,000 Sunday stream to kind of, I want to learn how to love Necrons. That's the biggest thing. So we'll kind of go back to that every so often. If you have any, like, reasons, like, why you love Necrons, feel free to let me know. Yeah, but, well, I'll kind of bounce back. That's the main talking point for today, right? So anyways, what we can do, we have consumables. And we have 11 firebombs, and we have Physaline, but it's energy damage, not fire damage. So I think the only thing we have are grenades. Fire grenade, that's fine. I'll equip a bunch of people with them. So let's do boop. I think I'll do, since I know what I'm dealing with now. I mean, it is kind of safe coming, yeah. It is a little cheap, yeah. But I think... You know what? Actually, let's see here. Boop. See, here's the thing. Like, I have... Jay, I respect him to be a pistol and sword dual weapon expert, blade master, right? So she jumps in. She actually uses her Dark Eldar pistol to lay down a bunch of like debuffs, right, and slow them down, whatnot. Or in like if she can't handle them like directly, and then jump back or like jump in, and she uses her her sword, which is based on her finesse, which has a buff for if you're being a Ratling, a space halfling, right? So, and the alternative thing is Weber. But I never really use Weber. It feels like I'm always using her sword and pistol, right? So I don't know. Maybe I should just keep flame weapons on. Oh, she might not even be able to use flame weapons now I think about it. Let's see here. No, that sucks. Well, shoot. I just got to realize that a lot of people might not be able to use flame weapons at all. But we'll see. We'll see. And I know a couple people can. We'll give them like a backup flamethrower weapon, just so they can deal a tiny little bit of flame damage. But yeah, we'll do fire, have everyone have fire. And can you use fire? Oh, man. No, I don't think I gave a lot of people fire. I should have done. I don't know, man. I used fire a lot on my last playthrough, so I didn't think I'd actually need it. But now, obviously, I do... Shoot. Like, no one can use fire weapons. Okay. Well, that's great. Great. Okay, that's fine. It's not the end of the world. Don't worry about it. So fire. Let's get a lot of grenades for everyone. We have enough fire grenades. Although, you can kind of assume that this kind of in combat is going to happen again. Somewhat soon, right? Let's see. We got 2 for Solomorn. We got 2 for Jay. We got 2 for Irolets. We got 2 for... Well, we got 1 for Adira. We'll give her 2. Use them all up. And yeah, 2 for Yogan, which is... I really like this character. He's introduced in the latest DLC. He's kind of like a scholarly... Like... I don't want to call him like the Bill Nye of the Mechanicus, but he's like very like let me teach you about this. Let me teach you about that. That sort of thing. Accessory, he doesn't have a neck accessory. I just realized that. Let's see here. Where's persuasion? Increased by 7. Don't really need it, but I'll give it to him. Let's see what else. So critical hits.
Nuncius is skeptical about this.
Oh, is he?
I refuse
Okay,
to
whatever.
comprehend this.
Or by a Death Cult assassin. He is not a Death Cult assassin. Let's see. Let's do type in descending order. Where is... Okay. Whenever we're allies gain radius momentum, they go temporary wounds. That's fine. I could do that. Yeah, that's fine. Actually, that's a good equip. Is there anyone who needs something that I've been neglecting to give them because I'm amazing at this game? I think I'm good. Cool. I am still amazing at this game. Sort of. I figure like after this combat I'll probably give at least one person the fire skill, you know what I'm saying? Let's see here. Save. Like, follow, and subscribe. That's good recommendation. Go and do that. Okay. So... Okay. Okay, so there's nothing we can do. We just have to go all the way in here.
To the stars.
And we'll just nail them all with fire damage so we don't have to worry about them. So, it looks like the barricades are not really going to be that big a deal, since I don't really have a lot of melee characters, aside from Jay. So what I can do is, I probably want to take down the growth so I'm not overwhelmed, right? I'll firebomb the mace. Looks like there's 2 right here that I can actually get. Or too many. Okay. Yeah, much better this time. Much better. Okay, so growth. Let's save. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, actually, let's save. Save game. Okay, let's do squishy halflings. Okay, there's no real cover. Great. It doesn't look like barricades do anything aside from just blocking you. So it feels like I could just ignore the barricades. Regeneration thorns. I don't know, like, if there's a point for taking cover. But... And I'm assuming these guys teleport. I don't think their stats say that they can move on their own without being attacked. But if they can't move on their own unless they're attacked, it's better to just not attack them, because they only have, like, what? Like, 3 attack range? So they can attack for, like, right here, but I don't... Yeah. I'm assuming they do move. So what will we do? I don't know, man. It's an AoE attack, so there's that. Let's do Solomorn. Go over here. What? Bull crap! Bull crap! You can't attack me. Wait, hold on. Wait. Wait. Get out of here! Wait, okay, I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see. Can I actually kill someone before the combat starts? This is definitely a bug. I'm gonna load it, but still. Get out of here! That is so messed up. Okay, well, anyways. Okay, okay, I must be like one of the first streamers that actually got himself killed, like during like the initial setup phase for a battle. That's talent, man. You see talent, and you're just like, you just know it. Okay, anyways. Bull crap. Okay, so actually, I'm such a bad Rogue Trader player that I actually died during the combat setup. I have video evidence now. I was actually thinking about, like, should I release that in some sort of, like, short? YouTube short? And I'm like, that would frustrate a lot of, like, just, like, casual viewers that are just like, oh yeah, you died because you kept on putting Solomorn in front of the vine over and over again. Of course that's gonna happen. Of course! You didn't know that? Yeah, sure, I didn't know that. But you know how the internet is. Internet be interneting all the time. Anyways, let's do this. Okay, Solomorn. Well, let's try this again. Solomorn. Wait. Wait, why can't I move Wait, I'm very confused. Why can't I move Solomorn over here now? Is that a bug? What is happening? Why could I move him before, but I can't move him now? Very strange. Anyways, so strange. Solomorn over here. I really don't know. Let's just do... Not have them together, I guess. So do Adira. Adira's not going to be very useful this turn. Captain Guppo. Let's see here. Byron, Abyss, Jay. Let's try to spread them out a little bit. Jay. And then Earlets. I could do over here maybe? I don't know. Or here. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like I'm probably going to have to like load this a few times. Yeah, that's fine. Let's see what happens. Okay, so this is what 237. No, wait, 414. Wait, plus 177 temporary wounds. Okay, so la 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 la. I think this is the first combat I've used Yogan in. Oh my god, he has 77 wounds. Ah! Yeah, everyone's like low wounds. Oh my god, I keep like realizing that. That's right. I haven't really done a lot of the Yogan stuff. So with that said, I gotta kind of realize how to use him because he has his own way of like doing things, right? Magneral Burst. Yeah, we haven't used Yogan at all. Even select the main target and 2 cells within a 4-cell radius around it. Does it count as an attack? All creatures in those cells and the cells between them and the main target become additional targets. Main target and 2 cells within a 4-cell radius around it. All creatures in their cells between them and the main target become additional targets. Only on the use of an energy bolt dealing 21 shock damage, which is 71. What is it based off of? Because I think I was boosting his intellect, right? Based off intellect divided by 3. Okay, so, yeah, so we are doing intellect versus perception. Then lightning bolts from the main target deal the same amount of damage to additional targets. The main target suffers 30% more damage. Additional targets suffer half the amount. Okay, got it. Get it, Gouda. Got it. Hello. Tactical! Wait, what's going on? Is it better to die for the Emperor or live for yourself? I'm sorry, I gotta ban you. I gotta ban you, Tactical. Ban! How dare you even apply that? What is this? Live for yourself? How selfish can you be? Get out of here, Tactical! Get out of here! Wait, hold on 1 second. Ah! We're loyal Imperial subjects. Tactical. Well, unless you're Captain Guppo. Captain Guppo will live for himself. He's a very selfish individual. How's it going, Tactical? Hope you're having a good Sunday. Okay, so this one was Galvanic Field. Eogan grants a Galvanic Field to an ally within 7 cells. The ally becomes immune to Eogan's attacks, some of which will always ricochet to random enemies. Yes, that sounds good. Analyze enemies. Okay, we're actually going to be... We transformed into... Wait, did we do officer? Yeah, we did officer and tactician or whatever that was. They can put the zones down. We did that. So with that said, let's move this guy over here. So I'm going to organize some of this stuff a little bit more. So we'll do tactics. We do like front line. I think he has better rear and backline stuff. Man, we spent so much time like building Yogan up last time. But we have the Blitz. And then we have Kill Zone, right? Blitz, Kill Zone. Then we have what? We have Defend the Divine Work. Eogan grants Blessing of Homicide to himself and our ally within 7 cells for that round. Increases their armor and damage dealt. Not bad. I think let's do boop. And then boop. And boop. Let's do that. Typical officer abilities. And what was this again? Eogan grants Electrified Strike to himself or an ally within 7 cells for 1 round, allowing the target to deal additional shock damage. Okay, let's organize this a little bit. I think this is fine, actually. So his damage stuff, and we have his buffs, and area manipulation, right? Based. Actually released a video a few weeks ago explaining corporate culture. Adeptus Mechanicus are like startups, and Necrons are more like Faces Megacorps, like Apple. That's pretty interesting. If you want to actually drop a link to the video in our Discord, there's a place for it if you want. Feel free to. We have an advertising section over on Discord if you ever want people to take a look at it. But I'd be definitely interested in checking it out. Okay, so with that said, let's see here. It doesn't say that it's Magneral Blast is an attack, but Electrified Strikes to himself. I think Electrified Strikes is melee, right? A single target weapon. No, it's single target weapon hits. It deal an additional plus 65 shock damage to all creatures within a 1 cell radius of the initial target, excluding the attacker. It's only 1 cell radius. That sounds pretty good. And it's 0 AP. let's see here. So we could do... So I'm a little confused. Like, I've always been under the assumption that pets do not count as weapons. So, like, if you buff a character, their pets are not buffed, right? So you can't really buff a Cyber Eagle, I think. You know, that's a good question, though. Let's do... First off, let's do the front lines. I think rear... I can always look up his stuff. Hold on. Character, features, defender work, officials, offense features, take and hold, make it roll black, take and hold, kills and harassment, rear, yes. Defend divine work, archetypes, reputation, biography. I know I got some stuff that actually modifies his rear and backline. Talents, here we go. Expose weakness, origin talents, offense features, defense features, supporting features, unofficial origin talents, oh my lord. Here it is. Fire at will, instant exposure. Okay. Exposed weakness costs 0, that's fine. Here's analysis, that's fine. Continuous analysis. So essentially, it's all about getting a lot of analyze stacks. And Idira can actually benefit from that as well. So start operative turn, candy sight, operative, combat tactics, let's see here. Grand strategist chooses one of the combat strategies for one. We already know that. Fire at will. If there are no enemies in the backline area, the first attack in turn made by every ally. So backline gives -1 AP, which is really, really good. Sniping zone. There's a rear, backline. Okay. Each ally in the rear gains +7 critical hit chance if there are no enemies within a 5-cell radius around the ally. Probably not going to work out very well. But, yeah. So fire at will, backline. And what is it again? It's within how much? That is... there are no enemies in the backline area. Okay, so that's fine. So backline, if there's no enemies in it, so that would be... Just do Idira. We can do this. Then -1 AP to every action or attack. That's fine. And then the Grand Strategist make an ally area of 4x4 cells on the battlefield. All allies in the front line gain +17 bonus to armor, and all enemies suffer 11% more damage from every source. So we're going to try to kill this thing. Front line. We do have kill zone. Reroll. Okay, they're supposed to reroll all successful dodge and parry tests, so that's good. So kill zone. So it has to reroll its dodge of 0%. I thought it had dodge, but okay. I think the maces have dodge. I think as usual, I'm probably going to be overthinking this quite a bit. So, oh yeah, we haven't gotten a good sniper rifle for Yogan. I totally forgot about that. That's going to be kind of a pain. I think we needed to get an energy sniper rifle, which I'm trying to think of like where I can actually get, because we geared him to more like energy-based attacks and sniping. But I guess I guess we can do plasma, we can do Melta, or we can do like las snipers, like hotshot las. Let's go back. Dr. Meaty, hey yo, Dr. Meaty, it's good to see you. Hi. I took your advice and started playing this. Nice. I love the gameplay. This is new DLC. It is, yeah. What are you playing, Dr. Meaty? Like in terms of like party composition, what did you decide to go with? Okay, so overthinking. I'm overthinking a little bit. So we got crits. We can do... I can't overlap. That's fine. Let's do... let's do like that. I can move it later. Defender of Dying Work. Let's do... Charge Disruption. I'm going to try to give it to Captain Guppo. Charge Disruption. I'm going to see if his familiar gets Charge Disruption. I don't think so. And Magna Rail Lance. main target 2 cells within a radius around it, which I think is not going to... See, 1, 2... No, it's going to be fine. So, do... First off, bomb.
Lucius, I'm relying on you.
Okay, so now it doesn't have its temporary hit points. And now, this should not count as an attack. Choose additional target. Okay. And then... Oh, I should have done analyze. That's fine. Do more analyze. And then I think like we have it so he automatically generates analyze stacks on people he can see. And every turn, if it divides... It's something like it divides the stacks of analyze to other guys, or like adds more per turn. So the idea is eventually he's between him and Adira, there's going to be a lot of stacks of analyze going around, and it could have the party benefit from analyze stacks with the various talents that we got. Probably that's what it should, how it should work. Let's see here. So let's see. Doesn't overcharge. Go through 15. Go through 15. Go through 15. Let's see. I think it's all. Yeah, let's just do that. Miss! That's great. That's fine. That's amazing. No notes. I'll just do blitz on here. Just so people can run here if necessary. There's not a lot of, like, places to really maneuver around. Okay, so... what is it? Like 5... Can I actually... I probably could kill this thing this turn. But I need burning 5. It is... Maturation. At the start of the... Wait, hold on 1 second. At the start of the growth's turn, it either grows or matures, getting an extra stack of the or spawns a card extra score. So 3 stacks of maturation, then it spawns something. I think there's only 1 growth here. Oh no, there's 2! Wait, is there more? Okay, well at least we're going to kill 1. That's fine. And I probably have to kill one of the barricades. So we'll kill this guy. We'll focus on these guys. We'll go from there. So anyways, with that said, who's going to be my You Serve Me? You Serve Me is going to be... Earlet, of course. Like, all our guys are, like, super squishy. Like, this is not good to have such close range combat. Let's do that. This.
Not a problem for me.
Okay, so 3 more. So let's do live bait. I can do live bait. Live bait on, we'll say, Solomon.
Already done.
So live bait is if a character takes damage and your Cyber Eagle is soaring, it's in the sky, then it automatically gets a free attack against the person that dealt damage to the person with bait, right? So we got 3 pips. So we'll do Strafe Soaring. Blah, blah, blah. Blind Strike, yes. So Blind Strike. I'm pretty sure this is right next to it. So let's do
Oh, too easy.
82. I don't think it did psychic damage. Why is he burning? Oh, yeah, because... Okay, right. He's burning because I'm not a good player in this game. Okay, let's do that.
Nothing I can't do.
There we go. Okay, cool. So less things I have to worry about. So 1 pip left. Can't really strafe, can I? Can I buff anyone? Blitz Stratagem. I could move. Let's do Air of Authority. What is it? Wait, Air of Authority. It's Revolve. Increase the allies' resolve by 6 until the end of combat. Can I do it on myself? No. Let's see. Let's do boop.
Suits my purposes.
Okay, and I'll do a little shot. Why not? So a little shot on... Oh, wait. Okay, no. Nope. I don't have any fire damage. Let's do... It's kind of pointless to actually... If I'm going to kill... Oh, okay. This doesn't have fire. Or it doesn't have temporary hit points. Okay. So, like, if I'm going to use something to kill the temporary hit points on it, like, I don't really need to attack it. But I could do this guy, since it's further away, and he might move closer. Probably too close now that I think about it, but let's do it. Boop. Miss. That's fine. That's fine. Mace, mace. And I'm assuming they got a burrow. It's must be, right? Let's see here. Yeah, burrow. Huh? Oh, they...
Another scar for my collection.
Okay, they shoot? What? Okay, wait, okay. It's okay, it's only the maces. It's only the maces. And got it. So I'll save. So we're gonna be doing this mace. So I'm overthinking things. I can blitz if I want. Blitz, linchpin. Target ally master tactician gains 1 result for every 5 stacks of tactical advantage. I could probably just kill this thing. Well, first off, I think... Let's do this. And let's do fire so it can't run away. And then we have 4 pips, right? So we'll do rapid fire. Okay, rapid fire, press the advantage. We can do fervor. Yes, fervor, take a little bit of damage.
You will perish for this affront.
And then we'll do press the advantage. I just want to kill him, like, quickly. So we'll do this guy, 60%, 16 shots at 6 through 14 damage. So let's try it out. Is there anything else I can do? I don't think so. So let's do it.
I am not your Xenos pet monkey. Fortune favors the swift. No weakness is hidden from my sight.
Okay, and I can do... kind of want to get some free movement. I don't think they do AoE, do they? Wait, I'm very confused. Let me see their weapon again. So whip, feed... Oh, feeding is what they're using. Okay, so whip is 3 cells. Feeding is 25 cells. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. So let's just keep them far away from these guys. So blitz.
Is that my blood?
We got Jay. Let's see here. I could use her. We have Wien. I can do stuff. I can do like this. And she gets -1 to any AP used. And I can do boop.
I can do that with the right incentive.
Okay. And then I can do... It's not a whole lot I can do. But devastating attack... what we can do. Inflicts bleeding on all targets hit. Yes. Can do that. Do this.
And it is done.
I can jump up and just kick him. And I can do this. Yeah, that's fine. But I think they're immune to bleeding, right? So it's... But if they're slowed... I don't know. I guess that doesn't really do anything. That's fine. If I kill their maces, I think this fight will be fairly easy. They're gonna... This guy's probably gonna die first. I don't know. Maybe there's a way to... I'm not sure if there's a... If I should have had this more of a priority. But I guess we can... I guess we'll find out, right? What's this again? Forceful Pledge. That looks new. I don't remember seeing that before. Target creature adjacent to Solomorn must pass an agility resistance test with a -11 penalty on the failed test. Creature becomes immobilized and considered full cover for Solomorn. Wait, what? Sorry. What? Hold on one second. The target creature adjacent to Solomorn must pass an agility test with a -11 penalty. On a failed test, the creature becomes immobilized and is considered full cover for Solomorn. Then Solomorn's turn ends. Okay. Interesting. Interesting, Solomorn. Wait, what's this? Jump maneuver. Wait, did he just get a bunch of stuff? The user jumps to cell with 2 cells without provoking an attack of opportunity. This must have been like recently added to the game. I do not remember that at all. Jump maneuver. Okay, well, interesting. Can I kill this thing somehow? Can I do...
I'll take it as a priority.
Can I do... Okay, move. I don't want to go into melee. I don't think 𝕿𝖗 can usually get here. Like, these guys are blocking, so I can't really do much. So I can do... Well, first off, move.
You've got a job to do, 𝕿𝖗.
And I can see if I can... I can't do bleed, so I might as well do multi-shots, right? Maybe I might actually be able to kill him. Let's see. Ba-ba-doo. Yes. Taunt. Good. Taunting Scream. And let's try to... I need like... I can do a free one for 𝕿𝖗. Okay, so let's do this. Let me see if I can kill him. Yes. Damn, not quite. 𝕿𝖗 apprehends. Okay, wait. So, protect. The Overseer chooses an ally in their line of sight. The Cybermassive immediately attempts to run to the ally. It doesn't have enough MP. Upon reaching them, the Cybermassive applies protected. The protected and makes a melee attack against adjacent enemies. Adjacent enemies are protected. Effectless until the Cybermassive drops their wounds. I think protective is 𝕿𝖗 has to be within melee. He won't run to attack people. Whenever an enemy attacks the character, the protecting Cybermassive makes a free melee attack against that attacker. So it doesn't say it runs to them. If possible, dealing 50% less damage. To make the attack, it can... Oh, okay. To make the attack, it can move to any cell adjacent to this character. If this character moves, protecting Cybermassive follows them during the character's turn, spending 0 MP. So what I'm kind of like trying to like mutter out is like, if 𝕿𝖗 moves to attack this guy, this guy's going to get a free attack against 𝕿𝖗. But if I did a protect, that would be an attack of opportunity against me. So can you get an attack of opportunity against an attack of opportunity? You know what I'm saying? Is that making sense? So let's do growl.
Let's test our skills, 𝕿𝖗.
I don't think that hit. Let's do some more.
Would be enough.
I'm gonna try it. See if it works. Oh. Okay. It didn't attack, so that's good. That's a good thing. Okay, so protect. We're doing good. Torrent of Fury. It's the most all stack of Fury. Greater chance of blah blah blah. I think I'm good. And I can do one more protect, right?
𝕿𝖗, we're undertaking this task.
Okay, that's fine. And I'm good. Oh, I can do a free crack grenade also.
Understood.
Okay. I have a feeling like I should be more careful about something. See how many stacks? It's 1 stack, so 3 stacks, and the growth spawns a guy. I probably will be able to kill it. I'll be able to kill these. I think this. I mean, knock on wood. I don't think this combat is going to be too hard. Love this game. Yeah, this is an amazing game. I am really excited for Dark Heresy. I am. Oh, Stream Boo. Stream Boo. What are you doing over here? Say goodbye to Stream Boo, everyone. Bye, Stream Boo. Okay, Stream Boo's always coming to say hi. Stream Boo's like our channel mascot. Okay, so I can't use Psychic Shriek. That's what it said, right? So I will do, first off, Iron Arm.
Anything is.
A
little bit of extra temporary wounds, right? We'll do dodge on everyone. And we'll move. Relocate. Relocate here. Okay, and I can do chain lightning is what? What chain lightning is free? Okay, well, I don't understand how everything works in this game, but that's gonna hit my familiar. That's fine. Yes.
Will do.
I have seen this before.
So I want to kill him.
Exile.
What? Okay, whatever. Boop. Try to kill. One more. Come on. Okay. What? What's happening? What's going on? Are they friend or foe? What's going on? Merovian guardsmen. Okay. They're getting set on fire. I don't know who you're allied with, but okay. Merovian guardsmen, huh? Human. What are they allied with? Hand flamer. Oh, they have flamer damage. That's fine. I mean, I'm handling this pretty well. You guys don't have to do anything. I'm fine. I'm fine, guys. I can deal with this. You can just hang back.
Stay vigilant.
Oh wow. Oil grenade. Okay.
Weapon at the ready.
Maybe I should do someone have let someone have like backup fire. There's no reason since I did fire on my last campaign that I have to bypass fire on this campaign. Like I can do just fire on Jay. Because that would be good, because she can jump in and she can... I know there's certain flamers that you can have like a pitch of fire on an area with... you don't have to use like grenades in order to do it. So it would be kind of cool for Jay to like jump in and just do a patch of fire on certain areas where they have to go through, like bottleneck them, then jump out, you know? Okay, well with that said... he has like a lot of friendly fire stuff. Let's see here. Boop, 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 boo. Galvanic field. How about do... I'll try strike. Single target weapon hits. Okay, so single target weapon hits deal an additional 67 shock damage to all creatures within a 67 radius of the initial target. One cell radius. Okay, let's do it on himself. Oh, we can't do it on himself? Or can?
Utterly impossible.
Choose the main target. Oh,
I cannot
cannot be used on self. Okay, that's annoying. The only thing single target range guy. Maybe Solomorn. Or wait, choose additional targets? Okay. Wait. Oh wait, I was about to like blast him. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm so silly. I was about to kill my own guys. Cool.
Executing command.
Okay, so he had... I know he's going to have single target attack. So we can do dupe. And we can do... we can do front line. Front line. Make sure this guy doesn't dodge.
A valid argument.
And kill zone. Tactics areas are so good in this game. Like kill zone, blitz. It's a really, really good combination. This is going to be 4 cell radius around it. It's probably going to hit my guys. I don't want to necessarily kill all those guys. Can I reach this guy? 40, 21. Am I thinking of anything? Okay. Plus homicide, themselves with 7 cells. Increasing their damage and armor dealt. Let's do boop.
Executing command.
Interesting character. And I'll do that.
The machine spirits approve.
Let's do joint analysis. Until the operators and the allies also remove exploits and deal 6 more damage. Yes. And then we'll do boop. Long range boop. Miss. How could it miss? It had to re-roll. I don't like you. Stop it. Stop failing. I can do... Hold up. It's 4 cells? It's a... select main target 2 cells within 4 cell radius around it. Okay, I see. I see what happens. So I can do this and this. And I think that's it, right? Where's he going? Where'd he go? Come back! Okay. Captain Guppo. Captain Gup Gup. Do another stack of... I could do also... Bring it down. So we're going to have another 𝕿𝖗 attack. So we can do a bunch of different things we can do. We can do so much stuff. We've got so many combinations. I'm so good at this game. I'm so confident whatever I'm doing at any particular time. I'm super confident. Let's see here. Oop. 99. Let's see here. Abstract vision.
I don't have time for this.
Nice. Cool. What was a good one again? I give finest officer grants an ally an extra attack with full attack AP and MP. During the extra turn, there is no attack limit. Cyber Evil immediately heals the full wounds. Don't really need that. Let's do... I can do just Solomorn. Yeah, let's do Solomorn. Give him 2 attacks in a row. Let's do... Or I could do 𝕿𝖗. I don't know. What's the best thing? Probably 𝕿𝖗, I would say. 𝕿𝖗, I can do... Have her move up here. She could probably hit this guy. So let's do this. Buffer. And then do... Woo, 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 woo. Woo, 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 woo.
Not a problem for me.
And then do this.
I'll bring glory.
Full attack.
Bloodline.
Okay. So... Go here. Should be fine. She should be able to hit this. Okay, so first off, rapid fire. And we do also have the stacks. I think they actually did make a change in the last patch, didn't they? Because I know that it actually shows their main resource over, like Tactical Advantage didn't always show over their portrait. This is really nice. I like this. I don't know, when did they actually make that change? Let's see, I can do... Probably just... Do I have to worry about... Fervor? How much wounds do you have? I think I'm fine. I'll do Fervor. I'll do... Press Advantage.
I understand your intent.
And I can do... Controlled Shot. I don't think anything's going to be an issue, but we'll do that. And... 20% chance to hit. But 16 shots, each one does 35 to 46 damage. Let's try it.
Ancestors guide me. I deal death
Oh, we
with
killed
my
2.
hands.
Nice.
Be wary. The veil thins. Slips beyond the veil.
What do you say? Oh, okay, sure. Okay, that's good. I think we only really have a threat of the tentacle. Yeah, this is actually not that bad. Eventually you get to a certain point in the... What is... Yogan, look! This is Yogan with Iron Arm. Okay. Oh, it gives us Mechadendrite's Iron Arm, too. I guess that kind of makes sense. Maybe not. I don't know, man. I guess it is just, like, space magic. Whatever. It's fine. So what do we have? We have one more shot left.
All too easy. There's nowhere to hide.
Cool. Got it. Boop. Alright. Just like one... Yeah, one left. You're just running around getting... Oh yeah, we're doing good. What?! Did you just... Oh, he hit his own guy. Okay, he didn't hit me. Okay, they seem friendly so far. And then we get another one with her. That's good. So... So I'll just do... Boop.
Just designate a target.
She's on fire, but whatever. That's fine. We'll do Fervor again. We'll do this. That's probably it. That's probably it for the combat. Boop. And then we'll do boop.
If it serves your cause.
And we'll do 16 shots. More. Can I do 20 versus 60%? Kind of wanted to take a risk and just do 20% shots. I'm going to do that because I can do 60 in them all. I don't know. I'm going to take a risk. I'm going to try to kill them both in one volley.
This tedium is beneath me. Ancestors guide me.
Oh, I took a risk and failed. That's fine. Where are you going, my friend? Why are you doing this? Okay, whatever.
Too bad I never leave that unpaid.
I think I'm fine. I've got this in the bag. It's not that big a deal. So I can do... I can run up here. And I can do... How much do you have left? 113. I don't want... I mean, it's kind of unnecessary risk. Do right here.
I know what I'm doing, usually.
Okay. And then we'll do... Can't bleed. Can't slow. Like, any of this is kind of realize this is kind of pointless, isn't it? Can't immobilize. So let's do 2 through 6.
I want a medal for that one.
I wonder if this actually triggers an attack. Let me save it. Not really that big a deal. I don't know if I'm going to be able to restore wounds. That's the thing. So if I get her knocked out, then she's going to have a penalty for however long I'm on the planet.
Remember the name.
Okay. And then we do the thing that we want to do. Do 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 do
You've got a problem, I've got a prize.
do 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 do. Okay. We have 37. Do this. Yes. This, and then we can
Cross a Casbah.
do. We can jump back.
I
Yep.
can do that with the right incentive.
Whee! Here we go. All the way back. It's just running through all the worst possible things to run through. Okay, cool. Yeah! Look at this guy. Cool. I'm fine. Probably kill. Was this like 10 hit points? Let's go, 𝕿𝖚. Let's go, 𝕿𝖚. Save. 𝕿𝖚 can probably make it, right? Get him!
Let's test
Go
our
get him!
skills, 𝕿𝖚.
Go get him, Cyber Corgi! Wait, why are you going that way? 𝕿𝖚! 𝕿𝖚!
One of us would be enough.
Go! 𝕿𝖚! 𝕿𝖚, why? Okay, whatever. Not enough movement points. Wait, can I not?
Moving into
𝕿𝖚, why'd you go all the way around? Oh, wait, maybe you can't? I don't know, man. Who knows? Ah! Hold up.
the order's clear.
There we go. Nope! He's still alive, really? 𝕿𝖚. Is everyone dying? So relay attacking Cyber Raven, yes.
Show them what we got.
Can't do. Wait, is there anything I can do that's like not insta kill? This is. Must be mental resistance or some mental damage. Wait, so is this? Wait, vision. Like it's immune to psychic scream, but vision of death maybe? Can I? I don't want to use my fire bombs. I don't want to. I mean, I can probably knock out 𝕿𝖚. It's not that big a deal, right? Let's see here. Actually, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do. Go here,
Let's see what you can do.
and let's do.
Quiet whispers. It's my
Yeah, there we go. That's easier, so I don't have to chain lightning 𝕿𝖚. What a silly dog. I think that's fine. I don't think anything else can attack. I can do. I can heal.
Anything else?
I'm so glad I got heal. Oh my lord. Yeah, I guess. Nothing else to do.
Will do.
Analyze. Mind control. Sure. No. Yeah, I think that's it. So let's do boop. Kill you. Yeah. What? Come on, bro! Seriously. Oh, now I can't do anything. Great. Okay, join analysis.
I'm the lucky one.
That's fine. Let's do the best bird ever. What's the best bird going to do? Wait, what? Soaring? What's the best bird ever going to do? What's the best bird going to do?
Nothing I can't do.
Yeah, best bird. Good bird. Let's see. Let's see. Can I do boop?
Suits my purposes.
Best bird ever. He's on fire, but he's the best bird ever. Okay. I could do anyone. Adira. J. Yogan. Attack again.
A valid argument.
Best bird ever. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh, I could have done that. Oh well, whatever. I gotta shoot.
Nothing I can't do.
Come on, just die. Bye, bird. But is there another one? Oh, there. Oh my god. Who's alive? Okay. Earlet. Christ. Okay, let's do this. You can probably kill him pretty easily.
I am not your Xenos pet. No weakness is hidden from my sight. Ancestors.
You better kill him. Cool. God, slow down. What's going on? Oh. Okay. Interesting. Seeming to appear out of thin air, people approach you with caution. Every one of them is scarred and wearing some kind of uniform, and you notice that a few have crude prostheses made of bone and wood. Oh, can I get like wooden bionics? Please say yes. Oh my lord. Their eyes are fixed on you, noting your every move. Moravian guardsman, a stocky blonde man steps forward, clad in a semblance of astromilitarum armor made of tree bark. What I think they said last time we did this, last stream, they were saying that my ancestor used penal legion. They conscripted like a prisoners to fight for him. He did that. Right. Wait, let me actually say words. He conscripted prisoners to work for him in an army. A stocky blonde man steps forward, clad in symbols of astromilitarum armor made from tree bark. Yes, please. And he's burning too. Look at him, just casually burning. His burn-scarred face is frozen in an expression of surprise and slight bewilderness. I never thought I'd have to say this, but state your rank, occupation, and reason for visiting this regiment's deployment. The last words sound rehearsed and unfamiliar, as if he's using them for the very first time. Yet upon hearing them, people around you grip their weapons tighter, and the blonde man grows noticeably more confident. I am Lord Captain Guppo Teawhistle of the Teawhistle Dynasty. Bow before me. The movement of your name is spoken. A change ripples through the crowd. Some are struck in awe, others white as ghosts. The man in front of you makes a sign of the Aquila. Sergeant Jenner Batoshki, 3rd Supply Platoon, 32nd Mirov Regiment. We're pleased to welcome you to Zarkov, your lordship. Jenner stumbles slightly over the words as if calling their sound as he goes. Moravians, I'm somewhat familiar with your regiment. How'd you traverse the maw? Traverse what? We were born here. As for the details, you best take it up with the captain or the colonel. Yeah, it is the Penal Legion. Moravian Penal Legion. I think that actually is part of the greater lore, isn't it? Ooh, look at all the wooden armor! Can I get wooden armor, please? Wooden armor, wooden bionics, please. Ooh, a wooden optical implant. Like Mad-Eye Moody from Harry Potter. Hell yeah! I will definitely, if I have the option of getting that, like a wooden bionic for my eye, I'm definitely added that to my character portrait. No, you guys can't stop me. Please, Sergeant Black. Something. If I settle down, I need assistance. This is here, Commander. Run on. Something brought my shuttle down. I do need assistance. I'm no help to you there. You need to head to the cage. It's our camp and the biggest outpost are Zarkov. Our capital, I suppose, or whatever you would call large settlements. We'll need to report your arrival. Just follow the trail, and you can't miss it. You'll need to meet with the colonel. About turn? To Regiment's quarters, march! It's like... I can't really do it when I'm sitting down.
What is it?
Cool. No wounds, right? Safe. The tentacles drop any good good guns? No? Anything else here? Let's see here. Oh, did we miss something? Loot. I think we did. Save. Well, that was fun. It's actually fun when there's a scripted ambush and I come out on top. Let's see. Cool. Let's go back.
It's about time.
There's one. It's right. Yeah, like right there. Okay, I see. Boop-a-doo, boop-a-doo. Come on, guys. Where are you going? Is your pathfinding budding out? What's up? Wait, what? Oh, I can't go back and get it? Oh, well, it's probably just trash. It's like a canister of, like, I don't know, petroleum reserves or something weird like that. Interesting.
I won't tolerate weakness.
You know what actually might work out? Hopefully they actually have a las sniper in this. You'd think that... Oh, look at all these guys. You'd think that this settlement might have, like, las snipe weapons. Look at this. Hello. Interesting. I don't know what's going on with the frame rate of my game. Oh, they're singing! What is happening? Bionic heads? Yes, please. What is up with this cutscene? Hell yeah, son. Wow. Wow, what an introduction. Okay. Interesting. I'm on board. I'm locked in. You are surrounded by dozens of people dressed in what only vaguely resembles Astromilitarum uniform. Homespun cloth is overlaid with wooden plates mimicking Imperial flak armor. The clothes are adorned with numerous trophies, pelts, bones, bark, and remnants of giant planets. The savage flaunt their scars and stumps. Many are fitted with primitive prosthetics. Wooden prosthetics, yeah. Oh my god, please let me have a wooden bionic, please. From time to time, actually it would kind of seem like it would be more aesthetically like a, for my character, right? Like a space halfling with a wooden bionic. Please say I can get that. If I have a wooden bionic arm and a wooden bionic eye, I would be so happy. I don't know what I'd do. The savage flaunt their scars and stumps, yet many are fitted with primitive prosthetics. From time to time, someone in the group bares their teeth like a beast, while others nervously grip their weapons. Sergeant Janur. Colonel Batoshki, permission to report. Janur steps forward and gives a salute to the huge man, who looks at you sternly. The 3rd Supply Platoon deployed a mission and found survivors from a downed flying machine. The leader of the group identified himself as Road Trader Teawhistle, descendant of House von Valentius? Indeed, I am Lord Captain Guppo Teawhistle of the Teawhistle dynasty. You may bow and show me proper respect. Oh, I should have done number 2. That's fine. 𝕽𝖔𝖌𝖚. Okay. Look at this guy, man. Colonel Batoski scowls at you. His bright green eyes are bloodshot, and a low growl escapes his teeth. I'm Colonel 𝕽𝖔𝖌𝖚 𝕿𝖗, 32nd Murov Penal Regiment. Can't talk. I welcome you to the cage, heir of 𝕬𝖏𝖚 𝕿𝖗. Okay. Cool. Oh, does she have... Oh, she has a clawed hand. What the fudge? The woman standing beside him bows, her single eye fixed on you. Her voice rings out, piercing the heavy buzz of the crowd. Have you come to renew your oaths, your lordship? Captain Quartermaster Dunowski. Batowski snaps his head towards her, and for a moment you imagine to hear the gnashing of fangs as if a wild beast disciplines a member of the pack. The woman snaps to attention and salutes. What do you mean? What do you mean something brought down my shuttle? Take a closer look at the crowd. Take a closer look at the crowd. Awareness test succeeded. You know something among the guards being cringing in pain, as if from a headache or twitching. These people look deranged, ready to snap into violence or dance into delirious joy at any moment. Adira. The brains have been thoroughly scrambled here. They look like they might start howling with rage. Tim brought down my shuttle, so I'm going to make people sick, Colonel. Actually, I came here following the trail of my ancestor, 𝕬𝖏𝖚 von Valancius. Batoski tilts his head like a beast before a pounce, yet the voice is surprisingly low and calm. Down below, beneath the outpost, lies his tomb. We don't go there. We don't want to disturb the memory of your ancestor. If you decide to visit the rogue trader, you're more than welcome, but the drover has entrenched itself right beside it, which means that going there is certain death. The drover. I need to return to my flagship. Do you have a Vox station? Batowski scratches his beard in thought. The handbook says Vox stations, as you call them, are for inter-regimental communication. Okay. My grandfather said he saw the casing of one on this world, but the roots swallowed it long ago. So we have no Vox station here. Solomon. Or are they hiding it? Solomon surveys the present with a skeptical eye. Unlikely, though. They require far too much subtlety for such rabble. My personal combi is not working either. Normally the flagship can reach me, but now there's some kind of interference. I don't know if I want to say that. I don't know these people. Like, oh, I have no way to get back to my ship on my own. I have no way to... Like, no one's going to know that I'm here. That kind of thing. Now there's only interference. Vedka Dunowski. Our elders told us that back when we still had communications, the channels would go dead whenever the drovers were near. What was it they said? It puts the machine spirits to sleep. That's it. So it means my goal is right under my nose of this drover. And while it's alive, I'll be stuck here with no communications? Quite right. Heir of 𝕬𝖏𝖚, quite right. Colonel thoughtfully grinds his teeth while staring at you. And you are not able to drive this creature away from the settlement yourselves? 𝕽𝖔𝖌𝖚 only gives a bitter smile. Because we aren't fools eager for an early grave, and we are brother generals who drive the men to the slaughter. We endure, we survive, just as we have for centuries. Well, it seems as since you are all incapable... Look at all the people there. He says... Captain Guppo says this is all of them. Since you are all incapable of doing it yourselves, I shall be the one to finish it. Commissar talk, heir 𝕬𝖏𝖚. That would be a deed worthy of a true heir of 𝕬𝖏𝖚 von Valancius. Janowski's ringing voice makes Batowski, standing beside her, wince. Did you all hear that? This Teawhistle is with us now. He will slay the drover, ensure the trial march with the colonel, and accept our oath. The final order shall be fulfilled, just as we promised. Okay. What is this trial march? Regimental tradition, your lordship. Take command, one must best the existing commander in combat, and that man is 𝕽𝖔𝖌𝖚. Whatever you say, just tell me... whatever. Whatever you say, just tell me where this irritating creature is so I can end it. Take the lift down. It'll put you right outside the thorny bastard's lair. The colonel exhales heavily, air hissing from his lungs. His green eyes, clouded by the veil of rage, take over your face before suddenly softening. If you want to throw your life away for nothing, I won't stop you. You can leave now. But if you have enough humility to take advice from a local, I'll be waiting for you at my quarters. 𝕽𝖚𝖊𝖊�11 Welcome to 𝕵𝖁. Welcome to the cage. Please, your lordship, I would ask for a private audience. 𝕽𝖚𝖊𝖊𝖗 The welcome ceremony is over. Regiment dismissed. Following the 𝕵𝖊𝖗's command, the soldiers seem to vanish into thin air. Yet dozens of wary eyes continue to track your every move. I mean, if this colony is, like, corrupted, I mean, Captain Guppo wouldn't really care at this point, you know? Let's save. Got a little stiff back, man. I think I've been rolling around in my sleep or something. Ugh. I gotta make sure I have good posture. The more I become an old man, the more my posture's going to be all messed up. Cage-born woman. Let's see. Got stuff. Let's take a look around.
Victory awaits.
Repair. Interesting. Crates. Fungus. These crude dwellings resemble shanties on the lower decks of the ship. Master Gunner. Drill Sergeant 𝕿𝖗𝖆. Drill Sergeant 𝕿𝖗𝖆, okay. The shooting range extends before you, supervised by a massive man whose leg has been replaced by a construction of wood and bone. Awesome. A few Merovingians, I don't know why I can't say that, are firing at the targets. Your lordship, God Emperor preserve me. You've honored me with your visit. Junior Drill Sergeant 𝕿𝖗𝖆, I'm ready to assist you, your lordship. The firing stops as the soldiers turn and look your way. You're getting accustomed to the frightened and inspired looks on these faces. Look closely at the trained soldiers. They're all fit and strong, which is not surprising. Young and old, male and female, each one of them looks like they stepped straight out of an Astra Militarum propaganda poster. Their movements and stances look particular. Then you realize there's simply no flat terrain anywhere on the planet. Even the massive roots are covered in lumpy bark. The Merovingians' odd gait and slightly stooped posture are products of their constant effort to maintain their balance. Carry on your drills, I'll leave you to it. It's an honor to meet with you personally, Lord Captain. Yes, of course. Master Gunner. Okay, anything else? A makeshift workbench designed for both handcrafting and stubber rounds and carpentry. Okay. Gunfire here is done with single shots only. Every bullet is precious. Also, they don't have las. They only have ballistics. Interesting. 𝕿𝖊𝖗𝖃. Okay, you called for me, right? 𝕿𝖃𝕿𝖊𝖃. The captain quartermaster tears her eyes away from the slab of fibrous meat before her. A black stone glints at her ruined eye socket. Okay, inside of a ruined eye socket. It's good to see you, your lordship. By your leave, I would want to discuss the regiment's oaths with you. Camp, I heard a song. As I approached the camp, I heard a song. You mean the hymn of the lost, Lord Captain? By it we live, and by it we die. If you want to learn anything about it, just ask. I know it by heart. I said, cheerful, assume it refers to, whole list of names within it. Many names are in that song. This is the way we honor our heroes. With each we call up, the song grows line by line, name by name. It began with Sergeant 𝕵𝖁, the first commander to rise from the ranks of the common penal conscripts. We name this world in his honor. The greatest honor is to be enshrined in the lines of him after his death. And this tomb, is that referring to my ancestor's tomb? Deep within the roots are Xenos ruins, actually. We don't venture there as a rule. It is a cursed place, a place of death. 𝕿𝖃's hand reflexively moves towards her missing eye, and then she pulls it back. Ah, I see. What can you tell me about your commander 𝕵𝖁? Oh, the planet. No, planet. I'm sorry. What can you tell me about this world? It's a world of terrors. Every little thing is trying to kill you. If it doesn't succeed, it will certainly try again. The best thing we have here is our people. 𝕵𝖁 is tempered us, prepared us for atonement and our oath, whereas the final order of your exalted ancestor gave us purpose. I see prosthetics are favored among you, such as the DLC permits. Danowski raises her prosthetic clawed hand and examines it for the time. Correct, your lordship, they are. In remembrance of von Valencia's gifts. Siberian von Valencia's used prosthetics to make the entire regiment stronger. When he died and we were trapped in Zarkov, it was only because of the augments and prosthetics that our ancestors were able to survive. Without the maintenance and esteemed Adeptus Mechanicus, our augments fell into disrepair. But we have learned, and we have done what we could to replace what is lost. Interesting. Tell me more about your connection between my ancestors and your regiment. Your illustrious ancestor, Siberian von Valencius, saved us from a terrible fate of obscurity and took up the first call into his service. He gave us good uniforms and weapons. And then there was von Valencia's gifts. Stories passed down for our ancestors tell of how the rogue trader removed these gifts from his own body and offered them to soldiers who had proven themselves better than the rest. The boons made them even stronger. What do you remember of your regent's former homeworld? Mirov is a world that has nothing but metal and throngs of people. Every one of them lives, serves, and dies in the name of the God Emperor. Our stories say that brother generals have turned their backs on his light, and now they do whatever they please to regiments like ours. I think that some of those stories are exaggerated to strike fear into recruits. If we could serve the God Emperor among the stars, why concern ourselves with some brother generals? And the stories say that my ancestor removed parts of his own body. I'll grant it to your lordship. In our songs it says that your ancestor possessed so many gifts that you could share them with others. DLC gifts. I don't know if it's true, but the rogue trader supplies the entire regiment with prosthetics, and we continue to work as best we can. Vedka clenches her metal hand, which is tipped with claws of bone. Very fascinating. I found a shovel in one of the neighboring worlds. It contained a record-ordered message from a Merovingian regiment. She reverently makes a sign of the Aquila. With her prosthetic, this sight leaves quite an impression. God Emperor, after so many centuries, Ruben Kroshvach, the 32nd Regiment's greatest hero, whom we remembered as the departed, he boarded a shuttle, the first called up, which the first had called up and discovered, and we went to the stars with a plea for help. He knew he would die out there in the void. He only hoped that our plea would be heard. Interesting. What is it you wanted to discuss regarding the oaths? Our oath of loyalty, your lordship. When you return victorious from the drover's lair, 𝕽𝖔𝖌𝖚 is going to challenge you. I wanted to warn you. Colonel Batoshki will fight bitterly, and you should prepare well. I once saw him drench himself in promethium and set himself on fire before fighting 3 of the drover's shoots unarmed. He's a fearsome enemy. Interesting. Can anyone other than Batoshki swear the oath? You, perhaps? Druzy's remaining eye widens, and with a thin, translucent fluid trickles from the other ruined socket. That is against the handbook, your lordship. It states, one must never conspire against a commanding officer. Your words are a trial that I will pass with honor by rejecting them. And why would he wish to fight me? You said yourself that everything has already been decided. And why do we praise the God Emperor even when all seems lost? We do struggle to survive. Why do we struggle to survive even when we should surely perish? Because we have no choice but to fight against the inevitable. 𝕽𝖌𝖚 will battle for the regiment, even against the Emperor's angels. As the handbook states, the only thing a guardsman should fear is a failure to do their duty. And how do you suggest I prepare myself? Walk around the cage, listen to people, work to understand us, and you'll know what to do in the trial match. I have faith in you, your lordship. A half-mad smile, that of a true fanatic, touches Venka's lips. Okay, not totally sold on the fact of the captain fighting solo. Tell me more about Zarkov. Do many people here support Batoshki? Yes, Your Lordship. Since your arrival is bound to bring change, and a few people here are fond of change. Some believe that rejoining the Imperium will lead to trouble because of the regiment's history. There are others, like myself, of course, who have no fear in meeting as servants, and we look forward to the day when we can return to serving humanity. These disagreements have never been anything more than a reason to chew the fat on patrol, but now, regardless, all of us will swear the oath. You can be sure of that. If anyone refuses, we'll get the final atonement ourselves. Okay. Oops. Yes. Fare thee well. Bye-bye. All right. Guys, if you haven't already, be sure to like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. I really would appreciate you if you would do so. I do stream Wednesday, Thursday nights, Saturday, Sunday mornings every single week. Every so often I kind of pop on in the morning during the week just to kind of experiment with like time slots, see who's available. But yeah, this coming week we're going to be working on, we're going to be trying Advance Wars Dual Strike. We're going to be trying that. And you guys introduce you or reintroduce you to a really good turn-based strategy game for the Game Boy DS rather. And there is a web-based version that the fan community put out there a while back. So I wanted to show you that. We're going to be doing that on Wednesday. On Thursday, we're going to be doing modded Master of Magic, the 1994 classic. And then Saturday, we're going to be doing modded Lisa the Pointless. And then again, we're going to be continuing Road Trader the following Sunday. But we might pop on with Tyranny, kind of becoming more and more obscure cRPG. Not really sure when. I think Monday was the most successful at putting out a Tyranny stream, but we'll see. Sergeant Luca, let's talk to you. The makeshift hospital is a hive of activity. Here and there, wounded moan through gritted teeth. A man in a surgeon's armband and lieutenant's insignia stand in the bed examining a patient, while a young assistant with the rank of sergeant rushes about. Oh, I got a Yogan with me. There's nothing we can do here. I'm sorry, Jovka, but your chances are slim. Luca's assistant. Jovka taught half the regiment how to shoot. He's got the God Emperor's given talent as an instructor. Sergeant, this is part of our duty. If we make a futile attempt to save one doomed man, we'll lose him and other soldiers we could have helped. Toughen up. Luca, I understand. Atonement for the one. Going save some others. I'll just manage on my own. I don't want to be a burden. Emperor's Murphy. What happened here? Drill Sergeant owned Sej Jovka was struck by one of his drover's maces. Or one of the drover's maces, okay. We sutured the wounds from the spikes, but he seems to have internal injuries. Give him more time, we might be able to find a way to help him. Okay. 67% chance. My party and I have some Medicaid knowledge. Let me see what I can see. Sergeant, assist me. Oh, no! Your face have failed. You step away from the dead man in the bed and wipe the sweat from your brow with your bloodied hand. Oh, no. And then you just don't say anything. Okay. Wait, can you say anything? Every day it gets worse and worse. Oh, that's fine. I think I'll just... I don't... should I save Scum? I don't know when I last saved. I don't want to do that again. I might have got something good from it. Who knows? That's fine.
Follow my lead.
Yeah. I can't always be safe scumming. I mean, you did good. That's like much better than Captain Guppo usually does. Mirror Guardsman, Cageboard Man, Cageboard Woman, Mirror Guardsman. What's this? What's happening? Cutscene? Those standing before you look utterly spent. Dark circles ring their eyes, and their movements are jittery and frantic. Every sign of them speaks of people pushed to the very brink. Cageborn Man. What's there to celebrate? Batoshki speaks the truth. They'll take us all and toss us in the grinder as cannon fodder. Cageborn Woman. And what is there to die for? What is there for us here? To chew on vine leaves and shake with fear? I'd rather die for the glory of the God Emperor among the stars. Ooh. Okay. A soundless shriek lances through everything around you, setting your very eyes vibrating in their sockets. Fury, terror, and revulsion surge upwards in a boiling tide from the depths of your consciousness. Willpower test succeeded, but the feelings break against the unyielding rock of your will. Yes, of course! My will prevails! The woman with a bone plate over her eye draws a knife and moves it to plunge... What? A woman with a bone plate over one eye draws a knife and moves to plunge it into the man standing opposite of her. Heretical. I gotta build up my heresy. Heretical, I guess. Like, observe in silence. The handbook states that cowardice is punishable by death! With a practiced fluid motion, the woman slits her comrade's throat, spits, and then walks away. Okay, the guy that was considering being a traitor. Adira. Adira casts a wary glance at you. Don't blame them. When that beast shrieks, it smothers even my whispers. What hopes do mere mortals have? Interesting. Okay, well. Got a little bit of heresy from that. That's nice. Gotta get those heresy points. What am I at? So I need... Oh, I'm getting there. 139, so what do we need? We need 61 points. Okay. The Drovo's Cry. Interesting. What these? Hundreds of names are etched upon the memorial, and the space remains for thousands yet to come. Oh, look, Glado, what are you doing? Glado! What's wrong, Glado? Glado, no! Calm down! A crude copy of the Astro Militarum Handbook with lines mangled by repeated rewriting. Okay, interesting. Ooh, cook! Can we get some vine stew and vine porridge? Some vine pot pie, maybe? Kind of hungry, actually. I'm trying to... Like, oh, yeah. Like, ooh, vines. I didn't really have much of a breakfast this morning. I was in the kind of mood where it's like you're hungry, but you're not really hungry for anything in particular. Open the genetic lock. I was supposed to open to my own genome. Truly, the God Emperor has revealed a miracle to me. The heir of Siberian has opened the container. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's a wooden bionic? No. Siberian von Valencia's records. Okay, a sheet of parchment covered in tiny handwriting. Oh, he has a tiny handwriting. Okay. I, Siberian von Valentius, the God Emperor's anointed one, his instrument in the Cronus Expanse, and the tamer of all things Xenos, commit these words to vellum, lest I be lost to the heart of the savage world. To Colonel... That, commander of the 32nd Marov Regiment, I ordered the penal regiment to decamp and proceed to Dargonis, to surrender to the authority of the next scion of the dynasty. Together with my heir, they shall venture to the stars, serving as a blade and shield to my successor. My retinue is to assist the colonel and expend every conceivable effort in search for my heir. Okay. Further instructions shall be left in locations specifically agreed upon with all parties concerned. Interesting. So I can get additional orders that they can follow. So maybe I can, like, get around the deathmatch by just throwing a bunch of, like, orders down. What's this? Weapon optimizer. Ooh. Okay. Bionic Eye. The user's attack gains bonuses based on the type of weapon used. Okay. Attacks with Melta and Plasma weapons. Armor penetration. Okay. Good, I guess. I mean, I do have... like, later in the game, you actually do need more armor pen. Attacks with bolter and solid projectile weapons, so I probably won't be using that. Over-penetration chance. Attacks with las and flamer weapons. Gain dodge reduction. Okay. Attacks with chain and primitive weapons. Gain parry reduction. Attacks with fourth and power weapons. Gain deflection negation. Okay. Exotic weapons inflict a random common negative status effect for 1 round. Okay, not bad. Truly, you have looted thy crates, my lord. Ancient non-functional augmentations have become objects of reverence. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Cool.
A new challenge for me?
What else? That goes down. Talked about that. �57, 92, good.
My success was
Judging by the drover's shoots, this creature cannot have formed spontaneously. Thousands of years ago, someone must have interfered in its development, guiding in the right direction. You know, like our Siberian von Valencius was into genetic research, wasn't it? So, we'll see. Batoshki, my friend, how's it going? Batoshki watches you like a predator on the hunt. With a heavy sigh, he pulls himself together and crosses his powerful arms across his chest. Let's get thing straight. Lord Air, you're here to subvert our ways, take us to the stars. That's been foretold, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. The last statement ends in a deep guttural growl. Isdrig leans forward as if ready to pounce, but makes no move too. Kill you on the spots. Container. Locker inside and with an order for your regiment. Found a shuttle in the system. We found a shuttle in this system. It contains a recording of a distress signal that came from the regiment. Apparently is from someone of importance. The colonel nods thoughtfully, shrugging his soldiers. In the first call-up's second decade, our ancestors found a flying machine somewhere. They decided it needed to make their presence known. So a soldier got in and flew off to transmit a distress signal. No one ever heard from him again. His name was Ruben Koroshkovich. It is written upon the memorial wall. I opened Siberian's stasis chamber. His logs were inside, and with him orders for your regiment. With all due respect to the most holy ancestor, his orders are of little use now. Keep them. After all, it's your legacy. Tell me more about the Drova. That thing is ancient and huge. My great-grandfather saw it in the roots way back when. We've known about it for ages, but this is the first time it's gotten this close. The humming noise, the pain that comes and goes, is that the result of its cry? Batoshki silently claps his hands twice, applauding your quick wit. Okay. Great, thanks. What did it come from? Do you know anything about it? Who knows? It's not really a beast, more of a weed. Though it shows more wit than your average recruit, the way it uses bones. And that's how it's always popping up here and there. We've even got legends about this thing. What should we expect when fighting it? It keeps its weak spot out of sight among the roots, and it's almost impossible to get there unless you make it angry enough that it comes out. So the first thing you'll have to deal with is armored shoots. There are different kinds of them, and we've given each of them names based on how they act. Barricades, maces, growths, and flowers. Tell me about the maces. Janet tells me you've seen them already. You'll recognize it at once. It's a long vine with thorns on the end. The colonel bears several ugly scars on his arm. It carves you up, and you'll bleed to death before you can blink. The creature also can spit its sucker out at you. One slip up and you're a shriveled husk. If you manage to hack up it good, then you'll dive back into the roots and regrow elsewhere. But there's a trick to it. Catch it with a burst of fire, and the mace loses all of its nerve and stays put. Barricades? That doesn't sound very apt. They're not dangerous in themselves, but the drover uses them to block a path. They're thick and dense. Watch yourself when you're smashing them. They're bristling with thorns. Strike them wrong, and you're sure to get scared. And you have to hurry, because they heals quickly. Isdrig holds out his palm, displaying a scar from a wound that went right through, clearly the work of one of those thorns. And the growths? Like a bunch of abscesses they are. They ripen right around the roots. They swarm. Then a swarm of carnivorous midgets bursts forth. Semester grows early, otherwise more than though the bastards will hatch. A web of small bites on the man's shoulders alludes to the size of the insects. Flowers? I don't think I've seen them. Batoshki smirks, bearing a shin hideously scarred by an acid burn. It spits out a glob of caustic sap. Anything that hits gets sizzled. It also sprays pollen for some reason. It seems harmless enough, but if you see a flower dissolve into a puddle of acid, don't think it's safe for a second. It's just another trick. Wait for a little while, and then the flower will be back up again. Huh. Okay. You say that the shoots are armored. The drover inserts itself in the growths and mazes into old bones and wears them like we wear clothes and armor. Okay. But there's a trick to it. Fire makes the drover tremble, and that makes the growths either break off their armor or shake it. Oh yeah, we've already heard that. So, you said a weak point. How do I kill this creature? As I said, the drover hides itself in a tangle of roots. It will only come out if you chop down a whole bunch of its shoots. But here's the thing. No one's been able to kill it. Usually it just runs away. But we don't have weapons like yours. So it fears fire. Do you have any incendiary weapons? Pain flamer? Okay, that's good. Oh, I mean, I'll take it. Whatever. The colonel faces you with a fierce glare, but nevertheless unclips a pair of his hand flamers from his belt. Here, weapons of the first call. Rare and precious. When your time comes, detonate them before you die. Yes, of course. Whatever you say. He simply grunts in response. It cost me nothing to give it. And you fought it personally? A long time ago, I'd just become a colonel. A colonel. Out it came, not very close, but still enough to be a problem. It almost gobbled up one of our outposts. My father and I took a squad and went out to attack it. They all perished, and my father took the remaining grenades and leapt into the drover's maw. The beast ate its fill and slunk away. I should have found my atonement there, but I made it out. If I hadn't been so exposed to so much of its poison as a child, I would have died there. Is there any way I can prepare myself and protect myself from its poisons? Colonel raises his eyebrow and looks at you with grim amusement. We prepare while we're still recruits, but you can try the rot extract. It'll be really foul. Even if you don't give your soul to the God Emperor, your body still might not adapt. What is this rot extract? We brew it from those killed by the drover's poison. Okay. If you're not so badly poisoned, or that you die or wish you died, then for while all kind of poisons won't be any more dangerous to you than water. Very well, I accept. Musculi knocks and barks a few orders. The sergeant surgeon soon appears, my best friend, and with a flask and a cup bearing the crest of the Astra Militarum. After waiting for the colonel's nod, he pours the contents of the flask into the cup. The heavy odor of rot permeates the air. Well, your lordship, not having second thoughts, are you? Corrodes, oh no. This is not going to work. How often do you do it carouse? Nah. Almost instantly, a liquid flame spreads through your body. Pain pierces every nerve. After a few seconds, it begins to subside, but that does not go away completely. The slightest movement sends a scream of agony through your brain. You're not dead, at least, my little lord. That's a start. I'll give you credit for your courage, and that's not some commissar claptrap. Yes, thank you, Colonel. Whatever you may think of me, I won't send someone to be butchered just for a laugh. Tell me about your world. What do you know about the 32nd Penal Regiment? 32nd Penal Regiment. I don't know why I said that. What exactly do you wish to know? If you're cut off from the command here, how are your ranks appointed? In the first call-up, ranks of the colonel was a lifetime post. He granted all other promotions and demotions unilaterally. Trying to crack my back. Oof. Let me see if I can get some coffee. Give me 1 second, guys. Let me see how much time I'm at so far. We are at 2 hours. We got a half an hour left. Give me 1 second. Won't take too long. But let me get some more coffee. Be right back. was thinking. One interesting thing we can just do just for fun, it would be to like just make characters in the old pen and paper RPG. Like say we can open up some of the old Road Trader PDFs. We can like make some characters based on like certain things about like the cRPG and just other character concepts we have. Just for fun, you know, if anyone else wants to actually use it for their campaigns. You know, like, I know there's some people that actually actively play, like, the pen and paper, Road Trader, Dark Heresy, Death Watch, stuff like that. But we haven't really gotten into, like, the numbers game of it. You know, like, actually getting the crunch. We just talked about the lore side of it. But it might be actually fun to actually make, like, our own characters and, like, ideas, stuff for people to actually use in their Warhammer 40,000 RPG like campaigns, right? Anyways, the rank passed to his son and then his grandson, who turned out to be a weakling. The others slit his throat, and the strongest man and the most cunning of them took the colonel's position. He set the rule that if you want a promotion, you must prove your worth. You fight the trial match against others with the same ambition. It's the same for every rank. If you're aiming to become sergeant, you head into the roots with the other candidates. If you make it back, you've earned the rank. Solomon. Descendants of deserters who slew their own commander. That is an exhaustive description of this scum. Okay, Solomon, calm down. Not the worst way to take power, I suppose. Less destructive than a rebellion, at least. Captain Guppo is kind of losing his patience. That's what I'm saying. A rebellion engages many, but the trial match is atonement for the one. Tell me more about your connection to my dynasty. An expedition. Podolsky grins crookedly as he says it. The first call-up was requisitioned by Siberian von Valencius. I don't think they complain, better than serving as human shields for other regiments. Your ancestor was a great man. Our songs still carry the tales of our campaigns at his side. Then we were stranded here. The rogue trader vanished into the roots, leaving us with a final order. Hold this world, and hold it we did. J. What exceptional loyalty to your final order. Exceptional both in its persistence and its futility. I mean, he seems like they're holding out pretty well, considering. You can kind of admire him for that, at least. The regiment is a little small. I see. Let's talk about something else. What about Zarkov? I want to know more about Zarkov. This is our home. Bitter, wild, and deadly, just like us. You have your own unique dialect here. Would you care to translate? The sayings, you mean? Atonement for one comes from the old tradition that if the whole regiment perishes except for one, then all the person's wrongdoings are forgiven, and the eternal faithful service to the God Emperor awaits them. But atonement takes many forms. Commissar Claptrap means lies, because our forebears never got any good from those deceitful, tempting spirits. If you want to know the rest, you should ask Vedka. I see. So you wish to challenge me upon my return. It has been foretold that I own you. A rasping growl escapes Bartowski's lips, only to dissolve in laughter. Ha! No, don't be foolish. Traditions are there to be honored and upheld. I'll face you, little man, heir Siberian, and make no mistake, I'll be fighting for keeps. Yes. That'll be all, Colonel. As you wish. Captain Guppo might actually just like try to gun them all down, all the traitors. He probably wouldn't want to like deign him, like he's not worthy to fight one-on-one, kind of. Oh, look at this. He's going crazy over there. Okay. Coffee! So, I guess we haven't really talked about the lore subject for today. The lore subject for today was originally supposed to be kind of understanding a little bit more Necron lore. And I want to try to get into Necrons, right? Necrons are probably like one of my least favorite 40k factions. just because of their like design and how they are. Like their design was kind of based on more like cartoony looking skeletons. There's some art that makes Necrons look a little bit more like shambling corpse, like kind of undead. But for the most part, it seems like they're just like little cartoony skeletons, metal skeletons with little dangly feet, little feetsies. I don't know, and that's not really. And a lot of their backstory, like they do have like cool like technology and stuff like that, but a lot of them it's just like they have all this technology. They're not really infighting in the same way that the Imperium is. There is some infighting, right? But they're infighting like I don't know, man. If you had like a civil war in the Necrons and they really had maybe all their technology is not accessible, sure, whatever. But it's like there's like all these questions I have, even for like the weird world, even for the BDU factor of like Warhammer 40,000. Okay, like on one hand, if you want to take the threat of like a Necron civil war seriously, is that why they're not being as much of a threat? Then like they have universe breaking technology, right? So like why isn't it just I don't know, man. It just seems like they're built up to be all sorts of like a galactic level threat against like life itself. But I mean they're kind of like, you know, like they're always punching upwards, it seems like.
Victory awaits.
In my personal opinion. I like the Catan aspect of Necrons, like the Star Gods, the kind of unknowable, unknowable side of them, where like you see artwork of them and they have like kind of like almost like a spiritual or like living metal like oozing from them more. I think I like them more as the T1000. If we're gonna be like making Terminator reference, the T1000 side of them versus the T800 of them, you know, like not so much like a little bit of metal skeletons and undead, but more like this unknowable force that now exists in kind of like their own technology that's like all malleable and like fluid, right? I like that aspect, but I think what they're trying to do, Games Workshop rather, is keep the little metal aesthetic no matter what, and they kind of deviate from the metal skeleton aesthetic a little bit, but it's that and then a little bit more Egyptian kind of theme, like space Egyptian theme, with like fins and like you know, not so much human stuff, humanoid. Like they kind of like they have like tentacles and stuff like that. But the thing is, like, let me show you. I gotta show you guys what I'm talking about. Come here, come here, guys, come here, because I want to actually. I got to actually show something to you to kind of understand what I'm talking about. Why I'm not the biggest fan of Necrons, right? So let's say Necron wiki, I guess. 40k wiki probably, right? So Necron's 40k wiki. So like say, so look at this. This is a version of them. They look a little bit more undead. I like that. The main problem is that this is not what they're based on, right? They're not based on like rotting kind of undead like stuff. I like when they go that way, but a lot of them are just kind of like, let me see if I see like they're like a basic Necron, right? So I probably have to oh, it's still like really, and I do like the Catan. Like this is just like weird. Like their star gods are supposed to be like weird and unknowable entities that have been forced into like living metal bodies as well. But yeah, like this, I think might be a good example. If it loads. I don't know what's going on with my internet today. Okay, can load it. Yeah, like this is stupid. I'm sorry. I don't like it. Because look at this. Like it's still kind of like that little slat in here, and it's still like the smooth lines of like the original skeleton. Okay, like it's not really alien. It's just like someone took. It's like someone took a not even like a realistic skeleton, but like a science lab skeleton and dipped it in metal and put a bunch of like 40k aesthetics on it. That's what it kind of looks like to me personally, right? So this is kind of like I don't like this. It seems like there's so much creativity in a lot of the 40k art. I don't think this is creative. And like a lot of their variants, they all have the kind of like Necron head. and like the little slat, the little cartoon slat right here, even if they redesign it, they keep that because it has to be recognizable as a Necron, right? But like this in general, this basis for what they're trying to build on, I just don't like it. You know, like things like I would do if I were to redesign it, definitely make their heads less humanoid, right? They can't be. I mean, this isn't Star Trek, right? You don't have a founder race that made everything look humanoid, as far as we know, right? But like the elongated skull, or like a skull with like fins or something like that, like the Catan, like influence, like that kind of design choice would be much better, I think. Let me try to find another example for you. So, even look at this, a logo, right? So Necrons, and still like a little slat. Like, okay, I get it. It's dark. It has glowing eyes. I just don't like it. Like, it just seems very like they can't go away from like the basic foundation of like Necron art design. Like, this is cool. I like this. Whenever it goes away from humanoid, I like it, right? And I think there's something there. Let's see here. But let me like, look, see, still like this is little kind of like fins, but it's like, not feeling it, right? But yeah, I want this. If that helps you understand what I'm trying to say, let's go back in the game. So we are 15 more minutes. We'll kind of explore a little bit. I don't know if we can always get into a fight. Why not? But I think if my goal, maybe this stream and the lore subject for the next stream, is I want to love Necrons, right? Since we're getting into more like Necron opponents in like Dawn of War 4, and this particular DLC is going to have a lot of Necron opponents. Yeah, frame rate is getting really weird. I don't know why. But let's see here. Surgeon Luca, Vedka, 𝕽𝖔𝖌𝖚. Oh wait, we already wait. Sergeant Luca. Oh, the drill sergeant. Okay, got it. Sergeant Janur. Have we talked to Sergeant Janur?
I won't tolerate weakness.
Sergeant Janur, can I talk to you? A large collection of crude aquillas made from bark, wood, and bone lie before the sergeant. Each varies slightly from the next. However, some clutch an Astra Militarum sigil in their callons. Others have the number 32 carved onto their wings. While another group have one head depicted as much as a mechanical bird skull. Is this something you want, your lordship? I see you enjoy making things. Yes, your lordship. I carve things for myself and for the fellows, and sometimes I take commissions. Toys for volunteers, medals for awards, and pieces to put on gun stocks. Sometimes I help with prosthetics, but I also do it for the pleasure of the thing. What are you planning to do? Is there anything you can tell me about the Drova? The drover is an ancient creature. Maybe there's more than one. Every once in a while, the damn thing comes out and starts shrieking, makes us deranged. Who knows why it does it, but we do know that it's slowly driving everyone mad. Some people panic, some people get angry. It's different for everyone. 𝕽𝖔𝖌𝖚 has ear protection, but they're the only pair, so there's no salvation. Well, tell me about your settlement. Of course. You'll be our commander soon enough, so it's only right that you should know. I would actually like to, if this stuck around as like another colony. Like, I think even though it has like a crazy monster megafauna, I think that like, what does it have? Like tons of like animal life. It has resources we could probably exploit, right? It has like a line of like loyal subjects, right? You tell me about Zarkov. You tell me about Mirov. Batalski and 𝕽𝖔𝖌𝖚 are the senior. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to like find out information about those guys. They are the senior officers here. They're commanders, not officers. There's a difference. My uncle, Colonel, had been in charge of the regiment for over 10 seasons. You won't find anyone in Zarkov who is more decent or tougher than him. I once saw him covering a retreat for the wounded. 3 suckers from mace latched onto him, but he didn't even blink until he got the wounded soldier to the cage. They say suckers just shriveled up and died later. Okay. Captain Quartermaster 𝕽𝖔𝖌𝖚 is the colonel's right hand. She's in charge of supplies, which makes her my immediate commander. She is a good sort. Well, just a little bit, out there. General makes a vague gesture near his head. She believes that now that you've arrived, our lives will change overnight. Everything will get sorted and we'll head to the stars with you. Then we'll get our atonement and even start eating off real plates. It used to start sounding like Commissar Claptrap, but now I don't even know. I'd rather stick to my uncle's ways. You agree? Do you disagree with Captain Dunowski? I'm with Colonel Batoshki on this, your lordship. There's nothing for us out there in the stars. We were born here and we must die here. The songs say our regiment used to serve as cover for the cleaner regiments and rot in the mud for them too. Here on Zarkov, at least I know who I am and what I'm fighting for. So, direct commander is Dunowski, but you're a supporter of Batoshki. Atonement for the one is a complicated thing. I do what needs to be done. I have no complaints about Veka. Before your arrival, all this was just an excuse to babble. Besides, Idrik, my uncle, he raised me after my parents died. Turning on him would be as bad as what brother generals did. Solomon, even here, far from the filth of bureaucracy and ambition, blood ties are placed above the lawful rank. It seems that this particular heresy runs in humanity's very blood. I mean, should I keep on talking to him? Yeah, I mean, I kind of got the gist of what's going on with the planet. So what does your platoon do? Just survive? Well, we're a supply platoon. That is, we gather resources from the cage that the cage needs to survive. Each one of us has some special skill, like knowing about poisons, making ammo, or recharging power packs for las weapons. We're supply troops. That means that we're either the best of the best. How do you manage to manufacture ammunition in such conditions? Again, like they can manufacture like arms and stuff like this. This planet seems very valuable. There are these explosive flamers around here. Their pollen works as a substitute for how you call 𝕽𝖌𝖚. You've got to recite a litany of fury over it and then mix it with some other things. We carve bullets out of the bark and bones, either from our own dead or from huge creatures. It's trickier than shell casings, but sometimes you bore a hole through wood nice and clean, and other times it just depends on whether you've recited the litany of fervor, labor correctly or not. If you get it wrong, the bolts tend to misfire or even explode in the barrel. Oh, tech, you succeeded. For the casings, you can use something that burns easily, but holds its shape. I think I saw a coarse paper around here. That's a great idea, your lordship. The casing will burn on its own, as long as you clean the barrel once in a while. When we have time, we'll do some tests. Maybe the Captain Quartermaster was right. We should find new ways to serve the God Emperor instead of just clinging to the old ones. Why would supply troopers need to know about poisons? Plenty of poisonous medicines growing around here, but yes, your lordship, poisons can be used as softening agents, medicine, and all sorts of worstful things. This guy's really cool. He actually knows about that kind of stuff. Like, even if you say he's like backwater, I mean, he recognizes the use of like poisons as like restoratives, right? Like, one is just a flip side of another. And if you mix it right, you can even make sleep water. Sometimes we need it bad, especially after a few days in the roots. Sleep water, You know, Shireen, a drought that helps one forget one's terrors at night, regardless of the horrors of suffered during the day, could have a grand future as an explorer to other worlds of Imperium. Yeah, definitely. Like, this is a very valuable world. Is it very harsh? I kind of already know this, right? Thank you for telling me this. That's how we survive, your lordship. Die or grow stronger and smarter. I must take my leave. Stay vigilant, your lordship. Okay. Cool, I guess. So we let one guy, we killed one guy on the operating table, so we're probably not going to get the guy's support over there, right? We got Drover's Lair, Surgeon, so we probably can't do anything here.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Yeah, there's probably nothing else we can do. Surgeon, he probably doesn't have anything more to say, right? Yeah. I guess we're just going. I don't think there's anything else we can do. Frame rate is poopy. I don't know what's going on. If that's my computer or my internet or what. Dookie dookie. This is frame rate. Should probably give my dudes and dudettes some extra stuff. Let me see here. La 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 da 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 do 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 do. Let's see here. Got a lot of stuff. Fire grenade. Running a little bit low, aren't I? Is there anything else I have? Oil grenade. This grenade carries an area of sticky flammable material lasting for 1 round. 5 to 7 covered in oil. More grenades, please. And using up all my fire bombs, which is not fun. Choo 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 choo. Sure. Grenades, 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 grenades. Yes. Drover's lair? Sure. I mean, why not? Might as well. Only one way to go. It's also my ancestor's tomb. Okay. Tomb? 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 Tomb! So yeah, like I'm talking about Necrons, right? So, let's see. I don't know. I'm trying to gauge whether or not the load time is going to be very long. But while it's loading... Okay, so what is the best Necron story? Can I just like Google it? Because I'm trying to like I said, I'm trying to like increase my love of Necrons, right? What is the best Warhammer 40,000 Necron story? Okay, what does it say? The absolutely best Necron stories are the Twice Dead King duology, Ruin and Reign. I'm kind of looking for like short stories though. Twice Dead King, The Vibe, tragic, claustrophobic, and deadly psychological. The story follows the greatest Necron Lord owlcat as he is exiled to a dying, resource-starved tomb world. Why does it need to have resources? Can't they just like like magic up something through their technology? First, defend his broken dynasty against an endless onslaught of orcs. owlcat has to wrestle with the horror of his metallic body and the decaying minds of his subjects. Okay. While it's essential, it provides the deepest exploration of Necron society, the agony of biotransference that transformed them into robots, and the grotesque nightmare of the flare virus. You can find both books on Goodreads. Fan favorite comedy. Comedy, okay. The Infinite and the Divine by Robert Wraith. The Vibe, witty, poetic, epic, and wildly entertaining. The story chronicles 10,000 years the 10,000-year petty rivalry of legal battles and theft between two immortal Necron archaeologists. Legal battle, okay. Trazyn the Infinite and Orkan the Diviner, okay. While it breaks the traditional grimdark mold, it perfectly captures how the undying, hyper-advanced Necrons perceive time. It is regarded by the community as one of the best Black Library novels ever written. Is that true, or is that just like the AI being AI? Essential short story, The Words of the Silent King, militaristic and philosophical, shows a desperate alliance between Necron Lord Silent King and the Blood Angels Commander Dante against the Tyranid High Fleet, and highlights how the Necrons view lesser organic races, and features striking contrast between the automatons and seeming nobles. So I'm playing, I did keep on playing Mechanicus 2 after we streamed it. I just, it wasn't, doing as much on like numbers for a small streamer for me. I didn't know. And plus, like, a lot of the reviews for the general community made me think that it might not be the best to continue. I will continue Mechanicus 2 if enough people want me to. But anyways, I continued it. And the one thing that keeps happening, it's like, again, I'm not too intimidated by these things. There's things that are in the Warhammer 40,000 universe that are vastly more intimidating than Necrons, right? But like, whenever you encounter Necron characters, they're like, "You are nothing but flies to me, nothing but gnats. I should not deign to fight you." And then you kill them, and they're like, it's like, "I have a creak in my knee." Was the floor off a little bit? That must be why I lost. That sort of thing. And it just makes them like, come on, guy. Just stop. Just stop. Don't do it. Anyways, let's go back to the game. But yeah, it's just stuff that does not make me appreciate Necrons at all. But I want to love Necrons. I really do. Okay. Boop. That's it. Okay, I want to make sure. Yeah, okay. It is Working. Good. Thanks, Earlet. Ooh. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Look at that thing. Oh, I thought we'd have to go through a little dungeon. Okay, well... The Drover. Okay. Wow. 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 Okay. Well... Let's see here. This is a perfect time to get a scripted ambush. owlcat is like, scripted ambush. We got here, we can jump down here and then get a scripted ambush. Climb up. Climb down. Okay.
A new challenge for me.
So climb down, climb down. Goods. Oh! Oh! Thank you so much! I'm so happy I got that. Let's do... For Captain Guppo, definitely gonna load everyone up with these. Let's see. Yeah. I think I'd rather have options to do more fire damage. So what's this? Interesting. The rust-eaten Valkyrie with the emblem of the 32nd Maryland Regiment is at least several centuries old. Okay, so I can go down this way. I can go down the other way. Look, see, here's the thing. Like, when you click on this, it's going to make the entire party do it. It's not going to be like one guy, right? Mace, flower. Okay, so I definitely want to go this way so I can kill the growth. Let's do... I'm going to attempt to not get a scripted combat. Let's see. I'll go as far away from that thing as possible.
We were trained to act as one.
So save.
Need us to dig around. Got it.
I'll wipe you from the face of
Yeah.
the galaxy.
Okay, it's not as bad. Let's see. But getting these growths is going to definitely help me. So growth. 3 growths. We got barricade, mace, barricade. We have 1 flower, barricade, growth, and the drover. Look at this! Look at this beautiful subject. This kind of looks like Tyrannid, actually, now that I think about it. I wonder if it's like a Tyrannid bioform. Because the Tyrannids could come through the warp gate on the other side of the map. The Drover. Xenos. Okay. Armor 40%. That's not crazy. Dodge 60%. How do you... this thing... How does it dodge? Okay. What does it do? Probably not going to be able to finish this combat today. Right branch. Left branch. This looks very, very Tyrannid. What is this? 23 25 damage. That's actually not too crazy. Crushing blow, acidic clot. The creature uses crushing blow attack if there is an enemy on the right side of it. Okay. Otherwise, it uses acid clot. Okay. Got it. Left branch. Maw. 23. It actually doesn't do a whole lot of damage, now that I think. Oppressive Shriek. Okay. If there are more enemies in front of the Maw, it uses Poisonous Cloud ability. Okay. When the flower is killed, or its wounds are reduced to less than 75% and 40%, the Oppressive Shriek ability is used. Okay. Oppressive Shriek. Whenever this ability is used, the whole party suffers negative 100 momentum. That's bullcrap, man. Okay, wait. Once wounds are reduced to... So we have to use our ultimates like early on in combat. When the flower is killed or its wounds are reduced to 75% or less, the Oppressive Shriek ability is used. Okay. Poisonous Cloud. 20 through 30 toxic damage. Okay. Deals toxic damage to the area in the front of the creature. Endurance. That's like can't slow it, can't pin it. Acidic Clot. So, what was it? Wait, how does it... Wait, what's this range? Hold up, I'm kind of confused. Armor penetration, 100% armor penetration. Right branch, pressure bow, acidic clot. Can it not... Wait, is this not range? It doesn't say range. Strike counts, acidic clot. Oh, we'll see. 5,000 hit points. Interesting. Well, killing these, I think, is a good start. Okay. Flowers. Okay, that's not crazy. Like, I'm starting to, like, I'm doing enough damage per turn that, like, just a few hundred hit points is not, like, really that big a deal anymore. So, what do we got? Flower. Toxic Salvo. Shoots a salvo of toxic slime that falls down right before the start of Flower's next turn. Okay. Any teacher within the area suffers 50 toxic damage with 100% armor penetration. The area of effect is marked on the battlefield after the salvo is cast. Okay. Intoxicating pollen. Any positive effects that boost psychic powers are removed from the creature's enemies. Okay. All enemies suffer psyker psi rating levels of toxin. Is it a psyker? Unfettered unified organism. Okay. The creature is part of a single unified organism. Whenever this part suffers damage, the same damage is also dealt to the drover. When the drover dies, so do all of its branches. Okay. Okay. I mean, feels like I could also... Wait, that's it. I feel like it's better to actually do these. Kill these guys. But an alternative would be to kill this guy and then get 974 wounds off of the drover, but that's like nothing. It's almost like 5,000 wound pool. This looks like so much like a Tyranid. Like the spines and everything. This has got to be like a Tyranid bioform. Okay, let's see. Let's see, what should I do? I don't know if I can actually finish this combat, but... See, well, this is the end of the typical stream size. I think what I'll do, should I just stop? We can stop, because I'm going to have to, like, refresh my memory a lot of this stuff anyways. And plus, I think I probably want to have a better initiative roll. But yeah, that's it for today. 2.5 hours, that's generally how long I stream. Guys, thank you very much for attending my stream once more. I really do appreciate that. If you're looking to support us, plenty of different ways to do so. There are super chats, there are bits, there are Patreon. You can like and follow and subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. It really does help us out. Current goal over on YouTube is to get to 1K subscribers, so we can take advantage of the partnership program. We should grow the business that way. Hopefully one day I will be able to do this full time. That would be nice. It'd be nice. You guys have all been great. You guys have. Let me say thank you very much. Everyone's been like super supportive ever since I started doing this. And yeah, and a very friendly, very nice community. We met a lot of really interesting people and recommend a lot of really weird games. So I love that. I love that about you guys. I will be back. I may try to stream early in the morning if I don't have to go to work immediately. We might go back to Tyranny on Monday. But keep an eye on my Discord, keep an eye on my social media. I'll let you guys know if I am going to be doing that. Links to any sort of social media, Twitter, Blue Sky, stuff like that, you're going to find on my About page. Most of the stuff, including my Discord, is actually pinned down below on the video description down below. And yeah, you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. I'll put out my schedule as soon as I can. But with that said, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace be with you, okay? Be nice to each other. Be welcoming to each other. Be amazing. Well, I don't have to tell you to be amazing. You are. Tactical, you're great. You're amazing. You're going to have an amazing week. I can feel it in my bones. But yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Peace be with you.